Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Cups the Universe. You already know. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, you know what I mean? Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. You know what I'm saying? When I drop. Now, this is like an epiphany video for me. You know, I was young growing up and I had no idea, like, of the reality of what was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? In situations, not even situations, but like just in the environment, you know? So I was sheltered when I was young. And that's needless to say because, you know, in the 80s, Brooklyn was bananas. And now I really understand. You see what I'm saying? Um, so, you know, when I was born, of course, you know, Kings County Hospital is my hospital. You know, that's like one of the stamp hospitals for Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You come out of Kings County, you from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, shout out to all the hospitals. But, you know, and you know, the first place where I lived, you know, when I was a baby, I don't even remember, but I, you know, through stories. Kings Highway in Livonia, right there, the building they called the Castle, terrible building. I mean, it was one of the worst buildings to be in. It was a very dangerous building. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. So shout out to that region, because I don't know if that's the Ville or if that's the beginning of Crown Heights. Like, I'm not sure. You know, I lived in Brooklyn my whole life, but I never was really certain on that. So shout out to that whole area, because I noticed the villas across the tracks, the 3 train, you know, and then I remember us living in East New York, you know what I'm saying? And yo, shout out to all the heavy hitters also in Brownsville that I've recently learned about through to this YouTube. And, you know, maybe I'll just do another video. I don't know none of these brothers. If I ever met any of these brothers, it would have been, you know, based on, you know, just in passing, you know, and I was really young. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the real legends of Brooklyn. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all the legends of Brooklyn that passed away. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to all the legends that's home on the streets now of Brooklyn, and shout out to all the legends of Brooklyn that's still in behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? So from the Ville / Crown Heights, I don't know where the castle is. One of y'all leave in the comments exactly where that area is. You know, but big shout out to them and all the legends. Then we moved to East New York. I lived in East New York. I went to public school there. Shout out to everybody that I went to public school with, PS 202. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody from Cypress Peas and from Pink Houses. Shout out to all the heavy hitters. Shout out to all the Brooklyn legends out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, rest in peace to all the Brooklyn legends from there, you know, that passed away. And, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's why my mom always kept me in the crib a lot. Like, so it was crazy. I didn't realize it. You know, in the 90s, you know, we moved to, you know, the Star. And then I moved into Bushwick. So shout out to everybody in the Star. Shout out to everybody in Bushwick. You know what I'm saying? Watching listening to these real stories from these legitimate dudes, man. Like, I mean, certified dudes. You know, we watched as little kids a lot of, you know, gangster movies, and, you know, we listened to a lot of gangster music, but like, these dudes were the gangsters. You see what I'm saying? And you know, listening to their stories, you know, 2 things I realized from it. You know, one, I realized that a lot of the good brothers that was getting locked up, and a lot of the young boys that run around without the guidance, like, they don't know what they're missing, but they're missing something important. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I had no idea I was missing this part of Brooklyn's history and this part of my manhood, because these brothers was like fathers. They was like righteous. Yeah, they got it on and all that. But from these stories, what I realized is these OGs, these real dudes, they wasn't really, you know, I mean, they some of them had plans of, you know, corporate, you know, takeover. And they was real about it. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like they always, like, it was always spontaneous. Like, yeah, they was always prepared for something crazy, but like when something crazy went down, it wasn't like they left the house eating breakfast saying, yeah, we're gonna, unless they was gonna do something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, from a lot of the stories, a lot of the altercations, a lot of the bang outs and all that, you know, it seemed to be like real spontaneous. And that just mean they was on they dean. Like they wasn't taking nothing from, you know what I'm saying? So I see how that's different from, you know, like bullies. They wasn't really bullies. They was just real official dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shot callers. Like, you know, listening to them, you know, it showed me that, you know, we was missing what they've been through, like the stories of what they've been through to show us what we even need to be into. You know what I'm saying? Like that like a lot of the OGs, they say is not. A lot of the Brooklyn legends, you know, shout out to all the legends in New York City, shout out to all the legends in America and all over the world, right? But, you know, when they was gone, it wasn't like they was like shorty chill. Like, it was shorty, you out here bugging the fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been, like, they would have changed so many lives just by being those dudes, who they were. But they was behind the walls, so it was like they neighborhoods, lost that strong father figure of the neighborhood. Now, I'm not talking about maybe like the actions. Some people, it's protocol for some, and for others, it's like, they don't understand it. But we just talking about them as a presence. You know what I'm saying? That I actually realize now, like I received what I was missing from them, and it taught me that, like, yo, these dudes was authentic. Like, they was authentically them. You know what I'm saying? And the streets changed a lot when they left, and even when they was doing their things, they still, it was still a unity amongst the brothers. Like, that's official to me. The second thing I realized is that, I'm nothing like those dudes, B. Like, I've been outside for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out, bullshitting, mainly trying to get with the bitches, the girls and all that, And, did my dabbled in a little bullshit here and there, little shit I got in trouble for, some shit I didn't. But, I'm nothing like those dudes, bro. Those dudes, listening to those dudes' jail stories, listening to, not the official ones though, the legends, like the shout out to, the Deceps and the God Bodies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to, like, a lot of, like, Fort Greene, and, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, like the Ville, like, there's a lot of real stuff come out of there. And, I'm nothing like that. Like, I'm not a killer gangster type of, like, I'm not nothing like that, B. I like to chill, lamp, lay in the cut, you know what I'm saying, with a little nice little mama, you know what I'm saying? So I respectfully learned that, yo, dude, this is not your lane. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully learned that. You know what I'm saying? And I learned about respect. I didn't know how deep respect was, and being sheltered. And I learned it through listening to these brothers and what they deemed respectful and what they deemed disrespectful. And you understand? So let me say something, and it's long overdue, okay? This is an apology that's long overdue. 9 years ago, I did a video or song, maybe longer than 9 years ago, but the video was put out on YouTube 9 years ago. It's called Bodega Beef, and, I was rapping a bunch of bullshit. I was dumb, right? Near the end of the video, I disrespected somebody or disrespected Crips by the hand signals and was throwing up other hand signals, right? Now, mind you, I'm not in a gang. I never was in a gang. A lot of my friends were in gangs. So I respect every gang because a lot of my friends was in different gangs. So let me just keep it 100 and be a man, because I learned this from these OGs, these Brooklyn legends also. You know? I want to apologize to all the Crips for that video, for that sign of disrespect, because that wasn't about nothing. I wasn't feeling like that. I don't want to kill Crip members, right? I'm not a gang banger, right? You know, I don't have problems with Crip members, right? A lot of good dudes that I grew up with were Crips or became Crips. And I was oblivious to these. Like, I had no ideas about gangs because I was a sheltered kid when I was young. So I had no idea about gangs. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's just individuals that link up and bond. It is that. But I didn't think that was a banner. I didn't understand, you know, being New York. I didn't know. When I first moved to the Star, like a block away from my house was this big Decepticon sign. I didn't even know nothing of it. I thought of it like, oh, you know, I watched the cartoons, the Autobots, you know, the Transformers, and you know, yo, somebody is nice. I like to draw, and that's fire. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know that was turf stamping. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that was a way to let you know who was in the town, right? I was oblivious, right? Now, ignorance is no excuse, but my apology is coming from me not being ignorant any longer. You feel me? So I want to apologize to all Crips for that video. If you've seen it already, I apologize to you. If you didn't see it already, you know, you ain't missing nothing. But if you do see it, just know that was 9 years ago. And even then, I didn't stand on that shit. It wasn't like I meant that shit. It didn't have no malice in my heart when I was so-called acting out. It was like I was taken over by the glamour or by the, you know, hopes of, yo, we could be famous or we can, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be thorough. You gotta be street. And it was stupid. There's no excuse for it. It was stupid. But I give my deepest humble apologies to the Crip gang because I realize disrespect public disrespect takes public apologies, humble beings, right? I respect the Crips. I respect the G. There's a lot of gangsters over there, right? It's a lot of real people in that crew, in that situation, under that banner. And I don't mean no malice to none of y'all. You understand? I don't want no drama with none of y'all. You feel me? I'm just keeping it 100 because I'm not a gangbanger. Shout out to all the gangs. And if any gang I ever disrespected, because I just caught that. See how long it took me long to catch that. I just caught that. I didn't even pay it no mind. I was walking around, I forgot I even was in the video doing that dumb shit. So I'm taking the time out now as a real man, you know what I'm saying, being from Brooklyn, born and raised, you know, being born and raised under my mom's, being sheltered, and then listening to like real brothers that been through the war and the struggle of what Brooklyn streets really are and what respect really is. So I humbly apologize to the Crip gang for that video, for those signs of disrespect. I retract those signs of disrespect. I would have took the video down, but it's not on my channel. I don't have no control of that. And I did ask the person, can he take it down? Because I realized that it was stupid. And I was like, yo, I want to get rid of that. I don't want to be seen in those images. That was dumb. I was a young, dumb asshole. And I thank God that I didn't get my head tore off behind some shit, because I wouldn't have even remembered that was, you know, could have been one of the reasons. I got a lot of friends that's Crips. I got a lot of friends that's Bloods. I got a lot of friends that's Latin Kings. I got a lot of friends. And nothing but peace and love and prosperity and long life to everybody. All gangs. I will never disrespect any gang. I will never disrespect anybody unless they disrespect me. You see what I'm saying? It's always with me as individuals. So it's always about the individual actions, not really group with me. So I have to take responsibility for that because I realized that video was dumb. What I did in that video was dumb. I didn't even remember doing it. I definitely wasn't standing on it. And a lot of my friends was looking at it like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with Bob? You see what I'm saying? And a lot of other strangers probably looking at me like, yo, that's that kid that, you know what I'm saying? And thank God that I walk with God, because otherwise, who knows what would have happened. So I just want to deeply apologize to the Crips again because of that stupid ass video at the end of the stupid shit that I did without even thinking. Wasn't even thinking when I did the dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's also to show a lot of young boys, listen, all this K everybody, K this, K everybody, killer this. Bro, 9-10 years down the line from now, you probably or honestly may not feel the same way. So don't even bother, don't even interact with that in that same notion now. But I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do. I know this, I know people that actually have hate in their heart toward other people. So when they do that, they say that, they mean that shit. I didn't mean that shit. I don't mean that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I got nothing but love for Crips. I got nothing but love for Bloods. I got nothing but love for Latin Kings. I got nothing but love for the young boys coming up. You see, now if y'all have problems with each other, I'm not involved in none of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving love to everybody because I want to correct that. It's just something that wasn't sitting right with me after I was watching the real dudes from from the Ville, from these, they telling their stories and they talking about how respect, and I'm telling you, it's like, yeah, I had a father, he popped up on me here and there and shit, but he wasn't teaching me that shit. And that's what a father was supposed to teach his kids, because he's supposed to let his son know what's going on around them so that they can understand how to maneuver correctly. So from this point on, I just wanted to set the record straight. It's nothing but love. I have no problems with Crips. I have no problems with any gang. I have no problems with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Exes, I'm sorry if, you're upset at me because I'm like adamantly on my single shit, but I'm genuinely not on some, I want to date everybody no more. I just like getting to know me now. So I honestly need all my exes that may feel a certain way, may be hurt, may think that I'm doing it to them on purpose or I'm being cold. I'm not. It's just that I found myself. When I was younger, I needed company. I was alone. I was a only child. And I didn't understand the power in that. You know what I'm saying? But as I grew up, as I learned myself, I actually realized how much power it is in being alone, in moving on your own time, in being your own boss. So that's how I'm moving now. So I just want to send that love out to the whole Brooklyn, the whole New York, the whole America. I love Brooklyn. Born and raised to my age now, from when I was a little kid. Brooklyn is all I knew. And if I wasn't sheltered, I would have been moving so much better. Like, I would have been so much more prepared. But I just wanted to apologize to all the Crip members, every Crip gang, you know what I'm saying, on some G shit, because that video was dumb. I didn't stand on that. I don't mean nothing. I don't mean that shit. And 9 years ago, I didn't mean that shit. You see what I'm saying? So if you see the video and you see me throwing up some CK shit, pardon me, please. Because I deeply apologize for disrespect, because now I realize the importance of respect. And I ain't got nothing but respect for you guys, man. All gang members, I got respect for you guys. Y'all do put yourself in situations that a lot of people are not mentally, physically, or spiritually ready to be in. And y'all do this at a drop of a dime to rep your colors or your set. So salute to you, salute to your colors, salute to your set. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. All right? So, it's your boy, Poet Lounge. I just wanted to say that. Get on this YouTube. Check out some of these OG from Brooklyn. Real dudes, real God bodies, real Deceps, real name brand dudes, bro. Because they story and they realness is something that every young man needs to know to really, like I said, son, I'm nothing like them, son. I'm not a gangster. I do not want to be a gangster. I refuse because it's a hard life, bro. And those OGs showed me. You know, what we see is the glamour on the internet and on TV and videos, but in real life, they tell you the real deal. It ain't glamour. It ain't glamorous. And everybody takes losses and wins, so it's real. Yo, it's your boy, Cups to Universe, and I just wanted to keep it real with y'all today. All right? I love Brooklyn. I love New York. I love America. I love the world. All right? Peace and blessings. One.